what do you think that franchisors should be showing in their item 19? And what's your here's an even more controversial one, which is franchisors that don't have an item 19. Like, why would a franchisor not have an item 19? So I know I just threw a couple of different questions
Yeah.
at one time, but whatever order that you want to tackle those.
Sure. So look, I think the vast majority, the 95% of franchisors should have an item 19. And if they don't, I would advocate for a franchise buyer, with one exception, which I'll explain, to not consider the franchise. Um, the exception, if you're dealing with a lower startup cost franchise, a lower startup cost, a mobile home-based business that falls within what I would call the lifestyle supplemental income category, then maybe there's legitimacy as to why there's no item 19, which could be a number of reasons, right? So I represent franchisors, and a reason could easily be, hey, Charles, I sold a bunch of franchises to franchisees. They love their investment, or, we're on great terms, but it's a mobile business and they're just not working hard. Their life is going on, and I sold, so the numbers are going to be really low. And I think it'll cast a negative light. But on the spectrum, look, if you look at a spectrum of expense and startup expense, here being restaurant, retail, brick and mortar, $1 million and up, and on the other end of the spectrum, low startup cost home-based business, as you move up in the investment level, there's a stronger need for an item 19 and a deeper dive, right? On the other end, if it's just a lifestyle type franchise, just throwing something out, maybe a children's enrichment that I'm doing based on my passion and just to supplement some income, I could understand maybe why. I would prefer the item 19, but that would be an instance. On the 95% of other investment options, you need to have an item 19, in my opinion. To
Yeah.
your point,
Yeah, it's
you
interesting to
know,
see when companies don't, and that people will still go out there and buy those brands in sometimes pretty quickly. And I think, interesting. If you enjoyed this short clip from the podcast, you can check out another short clip right here. Or if you want to watch the full episode of this podcast, you can watch that here. And remember, knowledge is not power. It's applied knowledge that's power. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.